You ever wonder how to create a variety of looks within one location? Well, today I'm going to bring you behind the scenes on my Neon Editorial photo shoot here in Philadelphia. I want to give you a little tip on some of the products that I use, and I'm also going to put the link down below. So for one, we worked with glow-in-the-dark makeup, and the stylist put a splatter of glow-in-the-dark paint on the clothing. What I did is I went on Amazon and I needed a black light. I needed a black light that was strong, so I found this one, which is like, woo, amazing, and it really did wonders. Made all the makeup glow, and the splatter paint like was a bit of a hint. I had my makeup artist hold it and shine it on her face and angle it down so it hit the fabric of the sleeves, and it worked out brilliantly. So make sure that if you want to do something night shoot like this with glow in the dark, anything at all, get one of these kind of black lights. This second thing that I use to create this swirly effect here, which is pretty cool, is a lens filter. Also link in the bio. So it is like this, and as you can see, it's got like, you know, like a little thing in the circle is actually very clear, and the around it circumference, it swirls all the elements, so the center is in focus, so it's focusing on the subject, and then it borrows all of the color and elements and swirls it around. This is really great. It's a fun effect. However, in the nightclub days, I didn't have access to such a lens filter, so I actually would physically move into to the subject. I would light the subject with one, like either external flash. In this instance, I used the Profoto B10 bare bulb onto the subject to freeze and focus the subject, and then swirl the background. So you will see behind the scenes how I'm physically turning the camera and moving into the subject, and you see the subject and it's frozen, and you see the swirl effect going around. I do plan to do more of these as the year goes on. I used to do a lot of it in my nightclub days in my 20s, and honestly I really wanted to get that out of my system when doing the shoot, so I kind of threw that in at the end. And then finally, I didn't want to do everything with the black light because I didn't want to overwhelm it with too much of this glow in the dark thing. So I did, you know, a gel and just kept it kind of more simple with like a few different lights just to kind of balance it out. That was like clean lighting and gels. And then of course, I use the 14mm, which is extremely wide lens, and I tend to use that for architectural photography. In this instance, I really wanted to distort and kind of give like a very surreal kind of perspective on the subject. So you see me kind of having her lean towards the lens so she gets a little bigger and everything else is getting a little smaller. It's a little bit of like this distortion of, you know, movement. And you see the makeup with the flashlight just sort of moving into the subject, which is also super important. So yeah, so between filters, black light, the 14mm, then I used the 24-70, I was switching around different lenses, I was using gels from this gel pack here on my strobe at times, and then bare bulb, all in order to work really quickly and to grab some really interesting perspectives of the model, and I was able to get a variety of these shots. If you'd like more details, or if you want me just to focus on one area in particular, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this neon fashion shoot, and I thank you for tuning in and leaving comments and liking the video. Your support means the world to me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys. Bye. Bye.